Here with me today is this 2021 Porsche 718 Spyder, and we're going to be talking about why this is one of the best 718s out there and why this is overall one of my favorite Porsches that has been built so far. And we're going to start right up in the front section of this car. You can definitely tell this car has a more aggressive look and feel compared to just the regular 718 Boxers and Caymans. You got this slit right here that just like the ones you'd see on the GT4 models. It definitely has that sports car feel just with that alone. But the front grille just looks more aggressive in general. You got this big splitter right here. It even says Spyder right there just to let other people around you know, even though it's pretty hard to see, but just another indication to what kind of car you're driving right here. Now this car is finished in this GT silver metallic color, and I think this is just a beautiful color for a car like this. You usually see bright pops of red, yellows, and blues, but I just think this silver is so subtle and it suits this car so well. Seeing as this doesn't have all the flashy things that you see on the GT4, it's a great color choice for the Spyder itself. Up here, you do have the frunk since this is a rear engine car. The frunk isn't a ton of space. Then again, this is a sports car. I wouldn't expect to take this car to a grocery store or anything like that. I'm taking this car to the track and I'm taking it out for those mountain runs, canyon runs, and stuff like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about the trunk space. Other than that, the front end of this car looks pretty similar to the 718 models, but with some slight upgrades. But now that we're done with the front, let's move on to the back of the car and into the interior. Here in the back of the car, this is probably my favorite look of this car. I really love the sleek look. You don't get the big spoiler that you do with the GT4, but I really appreciate just the subtleness that this car has. I love this ducktail spoiler. It's a little bit bigger than the one on the Boxers and the Caymans. And this car does have this beautiful carbon fiber dual exit exhaust, and it sounds absolutely amazing. This car does come equipped with a 4-liter flat 6 naturally aspirated engine, and this thing just screams at those high RPM ranges. Honestly, one of the best sounding Porsches I've heard. It's definitely right up there with the GT3s and the GT3 RSs. Overall, just the back of this car looks great, and as you can see, the side of the car also looks great. It looks very similar just to the regular 718s with some key subtle differences, that being this convertible top. It's a little more flatter compared to the Boxster, and it looks more sporty. And this car does have these beautiful Spyder RS wheels, and to me, I'm just a really big fan of the wheel and the color choice altogether. Here inside the Spyder, there's plenty of cool features about this car, and some of my favorite things are going to be these rope door handles. They really add to the the look and feel of this being a sports car. And the reason they do this is for the weight reduction, since they replaced the original door handles for something like this. It's a lot lighter, and although this may not seem like much, if you add up all the stuff they've done to this car to make this lighter, it makes a big difference. Some other cool features are this car does have a lot of suede interiors, such as the steering wheel and the seats. But the steering wheel being suede is great for those track days. That way your hands aren't sweaty and they're not sliding around the steering wheel when you're taking those tight, fast corners. That is something you really don't want, but that's where they really thought ahead about that, and that's just a great looking steering wheel. The interior of this car just looks great. I love the red leather wrapped dash and side panels. Honestly, it gives that sports car feel, and I really appreciate all the work Porsche did into this interior of this car. So there you guys have it. Those are just some key features about the 718 Spyder that make it a little bit more special than the regular 718 models. It's got more of that sporty look and feel, but definitely with the creature comforts that you'd want. And what's unique about this car is that convertible top that you get with all the performance on top of that. It's definitely a unique car, but it's definitely a fan favorite from all the Porsche community from what I've seen. And honestly, one of my favorite cars overall. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.